Hello, welcome to Oxford Heirlooms. In this video, we're going to begin working on the sleeve and the little fancy cuff. And I've got my cuff pattern piece that tells me how long to make the cuff for either the long sleeve gown or a short sleeve gown. And this is the long sleeve gown, so, we'll use these shorter length. Okay, I don't need my sleeve pieces right now, so I'll set them out of the side. But what I do need is I need to cut some lace and entree in order to make the fancy cuff. Now my fancy cuff is going to require 4 pieces of entree. So let me cut 4 pieces of entree, the length of the cuff. That's 1. That's 2. It's 3. And this will make 4. Okay, I can set my entree off to the side. Okay, now I need 2 lace insertion. Well, I think I won't do that yet. I think I'll cut my lace insertion after I sew it onto the entree. Okay, so I need to trim. Let me put my pattern piece off to the side. I need to trim one side of each piece of my entree. Just use my embroidery scissors and cut close to the entree ladder on one side. Let's see if I can. Okay, I've got 4 pieces of entree to cut, so I'll be right back. Okay, I've got my 4 pieces of entree trimmed, and I've got my insertion lace ready to begin attaching it. So let me move over here to the sewing machine and zoom in. I've got my sewing machine set for a zigzag and the correct stitch length and stitch width for sewing entree. So let me drop my needle and make sure I'm going in an entree hole and not stabbing the entree ladder. And then I will begin to zigzag this lace and entree together. Okay, now I will zigzag a piece of entree to both sides of the insertion lace, because we'll need one side of entree to attach the gathered lace and one side of entree to attach to the sleeve itself. Okay, so let me finish this zigzagging and I'll be right back. Okay, I have my entree sewn to my 2 pieces of insertion lace. Now this is Malin lace. If you can see from this side, it's a little fuzzy from the top side. So this is the front side. So on one end, on each piece, on the entree, I'm going to write out the word top. Okay, not in the center, because I'll be marking the center later on. And I spell out the word so that if it's backward, I know the lace is backward. So let me check this piece of lace. It's flat on that side and fuzzy on that side. So I'll write out the word top. There. Okay, now I need to get ready to attach my gathered lace. So I need a piece of edging lace that's 1.5 times the length of my cuff. Now I know that 1.5 is the same thing as 3/2. So I'm going to stretch out one length of lace. Then I'll fold it in half to give me 2/2, like that. Fold it in half again, and that gives me 3/2, and I can cut it. Okay, and I need one more piece for the other cuff. Got a string in here. Okay, now I'll set the rest of my lace aside to use on my bonnet. Okay, so now I need to get ready to attach lace. So once again, I need to trim the sides of my entree, and then I'll gather my lace by pulling a header thread. So this will take me a minute to trim this entree. I'll be right back. Okay, I have my lace gathered. Now I need to be really careful. Both of these laces are Moline laces, so it has a top and it has a bottom. So as I'm looking at this is the fuzzy side. So I need to make sure that my two tops match up with each other when I zigzag the gathered lace to the entree. So let me line that up. Make sure I'm going in an entree hole and not stabbing the entree ladder. And I'll begin to zigzag my two pieces of gathered lace to the entree. Just make sure it doesn't tuck up on itself. Any of the gathers, that is. Okay, this will take me a couple of minutes to get both pieces of laces, of gathered lace, zigzagged to each of the pieces of entree, so I'll be right back. There, I've got the lace or the gathered lace zigzagged onto both of the cuff pieces, and both of the cuff pieces are marked top, and I did manage to get all of the Moline lace on with the right sides facing up. So in the next video, we will begin to attach these cuffs to the little sleeves of the day gown. Okay? All right. All right, so but making the cuffs was what we were doing today. Thank you.